Hi, and welcome to this Impact tutorial. In this video, we'll be going through Visitor Check-in. With Visitor Check-in, you can pre-schedule visitors to your properties and even allow tenants a way to pre-schedule their own visitors on their own calendar. To get to Visitor Check-in, we'll go to Incident Security and find it here. So to create a Visitor Check-in, we'll select New Visitor. And starting up at the top left, we can start with the date. So you can include the date and the visit time that they'll come in. If it's maybe like a contractor and they're going to be coming in a couple of days, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday in the mornings, you can choose additional days that they're going to come in. So instead of creating 4 visitor check-ins, you just have to create 1. You can also include the expected arrival window, so management knows when they're coming in, whether it's the morning or the evening or just any time. Meeting location will be where are y'all meeting. This is a modifiable list, which we'll show later on in the tutorial how to add to this list. The tenant suite is going to be who is this visitor for. So we'll just imagine that Edward Financial Group, they have a new hire coming in the morning. So I'll just select Edward Financial, tenant person to be visited. I can choose which tenant contact is going to be receiving the visitor. So we'll select Brendan. I can also choose to notify Brendan. So this is whenever this visitor is checked in upon arrival, an email will get sent to Brendan. You can include notes if needed, the visitor type, so we'll select new employee, and the guest name. So we'll just put in the guest name there, and you can include by default up to 6 guests, but you can always add more. So once we save it, our visitor check-in is created. So now management can access this, your security guys can access this, technicians, and so they can see on 12/26, new employee is going to be coming in for the Edward Financial Group, and they're going to be meeting in the lobby. At this point, it's really just waiting for the visitor to arrive. You do have the option of an attachment. Maybe they need to fill out some kind of form, security form when they arrive, any kind of security notes. When they do arrive, you have 2 options. You can create them a badge if you'd like, and mainly you have the check-in option. So when this person comes in, you just check them in, and that's it. So we see that they came in at 11:17 a.m. At this point, you can just leave it as is since they're a new hire. I don't know if you'll be checking them out, but maybe it's like an interviewee, and so you check them in at 11:17. They come back down from their interview. They want to turn their badge back in and sign out. That's when you can select check out. So there we have an in and an out. So that way, at the end of the day, if you have a bunch of visitors come in, you can just double check to make sure that all the visitors were processed correctly. And as far as viewing all your visitors, up here at the top right, you are able to view last month's visitors, this month's visitors, today, and today and future days. Today and future days is by default, so you're able to see all of today's visitors and all the ones in the future. You also have the option of viewing the deleted visitors and running the visitor report. There's 2 other programs related to visitor check-in, and that's going to be the visitor check-in route master list and visitor meeting locations. 2 simple programs. The visitor check-in route master list allows you to maintain a master list of people that will be sent a notification when a visitor check-in is created. So if you give this option to your tenants to create their own visitor check-ins, you can add your email here, and so anytime a tenant creates a visitor check-in, you'll get an email so you can see, oh, on January 2nd, they're going to have a visitor coming in. That way, you and security are prepared for that person. Adding someone, very simple. Just select New Visitor Check-in, and you'll add the name. Perfect. Which properties you want to be notified for, you save it, and it's added. So that's it. So anytime for that property a visitor check-in gets created, you will get an email about it. The last program is visitor meeting locations, and this is the drop-down list of possible locations. So by default, you'll have cafeteria, entrance, lobby, and office. But to add one, let's just say parking garage. Save it, and that's it. So now this parking garage is added. If you need to update it, you can do so there, delete it, view the timestamp. But now when you create a visitor check-in, parking garage is going to be an available meeting location. Lastly, if you'd like to give the tenants the ability to add visitor check-ins, you can go to Tenant Management, Tenant Portal Setup, and we will go to Update for our Southwest Plaza. And here, all you have to do is select Visitors. This is going to give them access to the Visitor Check-in program and allow them to create and update their own visitor check-ins. Additionally, you have Visitors allow tenants to check in and out their own visitors. And once they create their visitor check-in, this would just give the tenants the ability to check them in and check them out when they get there. But again, you can just leave this unchecked if you just want them to create the visitors and you want to do the checking in and checking out. Once you have that selected as desired, click Save, and now the tenants will have access to that visitor check-in program. And that concludes this Impact tutorial. Just a reminder that Impact is customized for each client, and therefore your Impact system may differ from the information provided in this user guide. For further questions, you're always welcome to contact us at support@impactsolutions.com or submit a support request in the Impact system. We're always happy to help in any way we can.